thought I was gonna fucking sneeze. Oh my god, kitty. Get up there. Alright, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Oh. Yeah, so... Shit, I guess I wanted to say... I made a video yesterday. We'll go over that first. I made a video yesterday. And I fucking hated it. So we deleted that. I don't know, I don't know, I didn't like the way I was explaining everything. So, got rid of that video. So now I'm just going to do a live breakdown, show you guys what I do on the charts every day here. Get rid of that. Alright. Yeah, this was kind of what I was explaining before in my in the last video I deleted, but I guess before we go through what I look for in my trade, basically I'll go down through the monthly, weekly, daily, and motherfucker, god damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, if you guys don't know yet, this is Mate. This is Mate. Short for Maple. I think she's camera shy. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, anyway. Dude, you're distracting me right now. Get the fuck back up there. Alright. Alright, so basically what I was trying to go for explain was I'll explain my strategy real quick before we get into looking at all the pairs I want to look at for today and see if we can catch a trade on this live real quick. So basically what I trade is ICC and CCT. So ICC is indication, correction, and continuation. And that's just like the overall higher time frame trend. And what I trade like in between those big trends is CCT, which is it's candle continuation theory. So basically what I'll do on the shorter time frame, once I have like a higher time frame bias, which you can do this on the higher time frame too, and that's what I'm going to get into and just show you guys. So basically we have, it basically just consists of 3 candles. It's a very mechanical strategy, and that's why I like it so much, because there's no emotions. You just look for the same thing and you wait for the same exact entry every single time, and that's what you enter off of. So let's get into that right now. So yeah, this is what I look for. I'll look for this on every single time frame to see if candles are closing higher and higher. And basically what it is it's candle ranges. So you look at the first candle, this one right here, this will be your candle range. So you're basically waiting for a candle to break out of this range like this. So this candle broke out of it, and the next one wicked back into it, and basically you're just waiting for this right here on the shorter time frame to just break under that level and then get your entry and basically trade up to the draw on liquidity, which would be, well, you can hold it throughout this whole entire candle flip, but basically you'll be just targeting draw on liquidity, which is right here. So let me show you that without the fucking boxes, make it look better. So yeah, I'll just look for candles closing beyond their ranges, which would be this right here. First candle is always going to be your candle range, and then you'll wait for a candle to either break out of the bottom or break through the bottom of this if it's bearish, and if it breaks out of the top then it's bullish. And you'll wait for a candle to basically just pull back into this range and then break back above it, and you just target draw on liquidity, which would be this candle right here. That's your draw on liquidity. Let me add one of these in there for you so it looks kind of more neat, like this, and it would look something like this. So yeah, candle closed out of its range, and you're just waiting for this third candle to basically just wick back in and close above, and then flip and just target this draw on liquidity. So I'll get into showing you real-time examples of it, but that's just the most simple way I can put it, because it is really like very simple strategy. If you're doing too much with your strategy and it's making you confused, making you hesitate, then you just got to simplify it, really, whatever strategy you're doing. But this is what it did right here. Damn. So right here, this would be your candle, or this would be your candle range right here. Candle closed beyond that range, this one right here, and then this candle came back down, wicked into it, and then you're just targeting this draw on liquidity up here if you want to hold it that long. But if you're catching this, if you would have caught this whole trade, you'd be catching like a 1 to 8, something crazy like that. So I look for this on the weekly. Candles closing higher or lower on the weekly. I'll go down to the daily. The monthly I only look at what if, like this right here. I don't really look at the monthly. I just kind of see if candles are closing higher and higher and higher, like it's been doing right here. But it did work out right here. This candle closed out of all of these, so this would be your closest point of interest, and then this one would be your second closest, third. You just wait for the candle to wick back into these POIs, give you your signal, catch the trade. So the daily, same thing on the daily. The weekly was closing higher and higher. Go down to the daily, the candles on here were closing higher. So this would be the first candle. This would be this right here would be your candle range that price broke out of on, actually no, I want to do this on like the start of the week. So this is Thursday, Friday. So yeah, this right here would be your candle range. Basically, price on Friday broke out of this range, and then starting Monday, which I have, this would be the line right here. That's your POI. Wait for the candle to wick back into here, give you your signal, and catch the flip of the candle. And I'll get into that. I don't use the daily, but I just like to mark, like this one right here. This is the weekly POI. This one right here is the daily. And then these black lines just kind of show me this is why these black lines show me the ICC, which is the indication correction continuation, not CCT, the candle continuation theory. These darker black lines mark off just the start to the end of the push. So this right here could reject, or this could have been the last push here, since we're kind of pulling up to this super high level of resistance where price stalled before, got to all-time highs, and then reversed. So this could stop here and just completely, you know, go down back to this level here. So this is just, this black one is where buyers started, and this is where they've pushed up price all the way up to here so far. And I just kind of like to mark that off to see if I'm in a bullish or bearish push in the market. So let's go down to how I do it. 4 hour. I didn't take it, or I did take a trade. I kind of want to show you guys the trade I took on Tuesday, and that's what I made a video about, but I hated it, so I just got rid of that video. But right here. So yeah, this is the weekly, daily. We don't really need to pay attention to those because price already came back below these and, you know, tapped into them, so we don't have to worry about them anymore. And right here. So yeah, candles were, you know, closing lower and lower and lower, just kept continuing down. And then we have this candle right here broke out of the previous candle range. So this would be your candle range right here. So yeah, oh wait, no, I don't want to mark that, because this would be your candle range, and all these wicks right here would be your POIs, where you'd want to see price come back into. So right here, this would be the closest. This would be the second closest, which price never really wicked back into it. It just tapped into it and reversed. But yeah, you can mark all this one right here, because you're probably, how do I get rid of this dotted line? Can I like edit it? Or, because this shit's kind of like in the way. Whatever. Maybe I can probably just change it to an arrow. Oh, look at that. Nice. All right. So, yeah, this one right here, this wick, this one count because price already wicked back or wicked above this one. So this one wouldn't count. This one would, this one would, this price, or wow, fucking brain fart. But this wick would count because price never came back and broke above it. So this would count, 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 and I wouldn't count this. Well, these last two I wouldn't count only because you don't want to see too big of a wick. Like, if this wick is already like all the way down here, the chances of it completely reversing and the candle flipping up and then continuing up is very low. As you can see, like, usually when it does that, it's just a big doji, big indecision candle, wicked all the way down, almost past this whole candle range, and it didn't really do anything. So, yeah, I'm just going to mark out the closest POIs because price didn't even pull back into any of these. So you'd see this candle close beyond these ranges. You'd go down to the 1 minute, right? And look for your entry. Let's go all the way over there. This is the trade I took on Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, Tuesday. Which I'll get into that later. I want to break down this one. This is the trade I missed because I woke up at 7:30. So I missed out on all this whole entire move. So why is there 3 lines here? Oh, I'm retarded. That's the daily. It's the daily. So yeah, these 2 lines here. I'm going to get rid of this because that's pissing me off. This would be POI 2, and this would be POI 1. So all right, price pulled back. So where is it? 7 a.m. opened right here. 7 a.m. opened right here. So yeah, price broke above. I need to zoom in. Zoom in far on this. Price broke above here at 7. Came back below. And you're just literally looking for the exact same thing I just did on the 1 hour. You want to see a candle range flip. So yeah, and you want to see the price close below and back above your POI. So I'll show you that right now. Right here, you could have, well, no, you couldn't have entered off of this because, one, this is the candle range. It never closed beyond this candle right here. So you need to see a break out of it, which it did here. And even better, so these are your two entries. It's a inverse fair value gap and which there's one right here. So an inverse fair value gap or candle range is flipping. So this would be your fair value gap here, and this would be your candle range here. Because price broke back below, so you're waiting for this candle range to flip. Price broke out of the candle range and inverse the fair value gap. So that you would enter right here. And I usually just have a 50 tick stop and 150 tick take profit. Price ran perfectly right into your take profit. So this was trade number 1. Missed that because I woke up late. That is my fault. And then I'll show you the trade that I was waiting to take, and it ended up not playing out because it didn't tap into any POIs. So we can get rid of this here, this here. So yeah, like I said, so this candle right here broke out of these ranges. Then this candle right here wicked back into these. Could have caught this buy. So this right here would be your new candle range since it closed beyond this candle. So what you're waiting for is, since this wick is all the way down here, you're not going to have price pull all the way back into here to go back up. Since you see a price, this candle right here closed beyond these wicks here, this is what you would target. So I targeted this. I was wanting to target this since it broke above this wick. Didn't break above this one, which I'll just like mark it off to show you. So yeah, this candle right here didn't break above this wick, but it broke above here. So I wanted to see this candle wick back below here, get an entry to buy, but it ended up not pulling back enough. And like I said before, these wicks right here don't count because this candle right here wicked above these two. So, but I'll show you why these two right here are valid after this. So this candle closed. This one didn't wick back below, so I didn't get a entry. So, and then, like I said before, this candle kept going up, closed beyond this candle range. So now, since this closed so far above and there's no, wick like this for this to pull back into, you don't want to mark it because it's just, there's such a small wick and it would have to completely reverse in price for you to get an entry, and at that point you wouldn't want to take that trade. But since this candle closed above these wicks right here, this is what you would target. This one and this one right here. Those two wicks right there, because this candle closed beyond this. So what I did, waited for price to break back below this level, which it's a small break, but it did break. Small break, but it happened. It even wicked below the second one. So that's even better. Wicked below the second one, respected it, closed a little bit below this one and then back above. So since it did that, you mark the first candle right here. That's your candle range you want to see price break out of. Price broke out of this candle range, and I entered right here. And then I had this marked off too. There was a little fair value gap right here. There we go. So yeah, there's a fair value gap right here. It's not an inverse, but it's just a regular fair value gap that I wanted price to pull. Well, I didn't want price. You always want price to just go right to your, your take profit. But had it marked just because I wanted it to be respected, and exactly did that. So price ended up pushing to a 1 to 2, and right when it traded, or price went 50% into my take profit, I always take my trades out at break even, or not break even. I set my stop to break even, which was this right here. I saw this after this massive 5-minute candle here. I set my stop to around, it was like right here, just right below it, because the way I thought is, if price completely reverses off of this and doesn't want to continue higher, and it just wants to completely engulf all that price action in reverse, then I just want to be, stopped out a little bit in profit, or at, break even. Where the hell am I? Right, there we go. So that's what I did, and saved myself from a loss. I ended up making like a little bit of money here, which was on my personal account. I haven't been able to trade the prop firms in 2 days because for some reason Top Step keeps shutting down. I have no idea why. It's kind of pissing me off because I wasn't able to trade today, and I wasn't able to trade yesterday because they keep shutting down for like literally no reason. I don't know why that is, but kind of fishy if you ask me. And yeah, saved myself from a loss, set my stop to break even, which I wanted to talk about a little bit. A lot of course gurus will say to just let price like go to stop, because it teaches you to have a better emotion on losing money if you do, which maybe to an extent they're right, but after price, goes even to a 1 to 1, right when price, trades 50%, that's when I'm putting my stop to break even. Sometimes I even do it sooner at a 1 to 1, and I'll put this at a break even. But yeah, I've saved myself from so many losses doing that. Like just an immense amount of losses. So if you guys aren't already doing that, please do that, because it just trust me, it's gonna. I know a lot of people, they just let price run to their stop, even if they had their trade run all the way up here, almost got their full take profit, and then they just they didn't put it at break even. They just let that shit go to stop loss. Stupid. If your trade goes that much into profit, there's no reason you should take a loss on this trade. Stupid. But yeah, I wanted to explain that. So now, since you kind of know the basis of my oh wait, I want to keep that there so I can take a look at that later for myself, do a little trade review on my own. But yeah, since you know just the basis of my strategy and how I do it, how just kind of the idea, and if you want to learn it even better and just watch me, how my psychology is around a trade, I try to do lives at least three times a week, live trading in the morning. And Haven't been able to all this week because Top Step's been shut down Tuesday and today. And then Monday I had to work at 7 in the morning, so I wasn't even able to trade. But, yeah, so let's get into starting to get into a little bit of Forex futures. So probably I'll go over these and see if there's a trade to take during Asia, but I know Forex kind of is super slow and doesn't really have a lot of volatility in Asia session. But yeah, that's okay. But yeah, if you want to do that, just set notifications on my in my channel wherever that is, so you can join my lives when I do them. I would love to see you guys there. And what I was explaining in my last video too, someone, which was really awesome, I got like 130 views on my last video, but I got my first comment too. I was so excited to see my first comment on my video. And the dude in there just was like, trading with no plan. And first of all, fucking rude. That was kind of mean. I do have a plan indeed. I risk super because I risked all my profits on my prop firm evaluation. And that's the thing. Don't waste your time on a eval. That's stupid. Just take, 2, 3, maybe even 4 big trades. Get the shit over with. And then apply your risk management, risk to reward, all your trading plan, everything to when you have a past prop firm challenge. Don't waste your time on that. So, if you're that guy and you see this, frick you, dude. I do have a plan, nerd. But anyway, let's see what MES is doing. Let's see the daily. So yeah, this what I can show you here. So this daily candle right here closed beyond this candle range here. So you would mark this right here as your POI. At least that's the honestly that's the furthest away POI. This is the one you'd want to mark out. And these right here are really close to each other, so you can just treat this one as one if you really want. And I think, let's see how that, yeah. So this is even a third one. So you can wait for price to pull back into any one of these 3 and give this one right here. It could happen, but that's pretty far. That's 50% of the candle range, or this candle's range. It's 50% of that, and when the wick's that big, the likelihood of it completely reversing it's not unlikely, but that's not what I like to see. I personally would rather enter off the first or the second. MNQ, let's go to there. So right here, this right here closed beyond, or this candle closed beyond this range here. So we would mark this off there. And yeah, this one's way more likely because look at it, it only has to pull up like maybe 30% of this candle's range. So that's a really likely chance of that POI getting hit. And this already closed beyond that. So yeah, these would on MNQ, these would be your only POIs here. Like I said, this one wouldn't count because this already closed beyond this one. So you're looking for wicks that price closed beyond, hasn't closed beyond yet. Or how do I put it into words? You're looking for candles or wicks that haven't been like tested, or like this right here. This one, this wick wouldn't count because price already broke out of this one. This one wouldn't count because price already broke out of this, and this was days ago. So price broke out of and these weren't tested yet until this candle broke out of this range and this range. So now you're just waiting for the candle to pull back into here, give you your entry signal, and then just flip down. That's why it's called the candle continuation theory. That's why it's called the candle continuation theory. So, yeah, and if you guys haven't seen Cramson Capital or Trades by Psy yet, definitely go give them a watch. Their Trades by Psy will teach you the overall higher time frame, like, intraday swing trading trend. He holds trades for weeks. And then Cramson Capital shows you like the day trading / scalp trading. And you're going like, you're basically doing these candle continuation theories in let me just give you like a little rundown. So this is Trades by Size, fuck. Let me just put that up there. This is Trades by Size strategy, right? Indication, correction, once price breaks back above this level here, you just target draw on liquidity right here. So you're stop or trade or enter there, stop here, and trading to this. So this is Trades by Size strategy. Indication, correction, continuation. Basically, Cramson Capital strategy goes in between all of this. You're catching candle ranges that are closing beyond each other in this higher time frame trend. So I'm not drawing wicks. You get the idea though. You're seeing candles closing beyond each other's ranges, and you're just catching this micro trend of the overall higher trend. I hope I'm doing a good job, or better job than my last video of explaining this. So, but yeah, so this was already, that one already got closed beyond. These haven't been closed beyond yet until this one, so now you're waiting for price to pull back into there. All right, so that's that one. MES, we're waiting for price to pull up into here. Go down to the 15-minute. Well, I can just turn this on and see when the day ended. So yeah, the day ended here. You're waiting for price to come back above. The end of this blue box is when the day is ended, and it's New York session, obviously. So yeah, you're waiting for price to pull back into here, give you your signal to target this right here, which would be the draw on liquidity. Something like this. Boom. Same with MES. And I think I'm gonna be doing a live tomorrow. I need this shit back on. I'll put on the cross. What's demonstration? What? Hold Alt for temporary drawing? What's up with that, dude? What are we doing with that? How do you... I don't got a fucking Alt. Apple keyboards don't have an Alt? What does that even mean? Shift? Tab? FN? Control? Option? Command? Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Alright, go back to here. I need to go back on the daily. Yeah, look how wonky all of these are. You need them to be perfectly straight. That's the little catch here. Have these all perfectly straight. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I already said that, so I'm not even going to target this one. That's too far. So, yeah, these two right here, these are your two closest ones. Waiting for the 15-minute. Pull back up into these. What else can I talk about? Oh yeah, I explained this in my last video, but I deleted that shit. I'm officially sponsored by NinjaTrader. And if you guys don't know who that is yet, it's like the #1 leading scalp trading broker in the U.S. right now, I think. And yeah, so that's really cool. So draw on liquidity would be right there. So yeah, just waiting for price to pull back into here. Give us our entry to take the trade down. Let's go to MNQ and redo this because I think I fucked up the shit on here. Did it? Why is it not there no more? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. All right. Move that up. Oh, need to do it again. Boom, boom. What? Yeah, sponsored by NinjaTrader. That's really cool and awesome. And then I have an affiliate link or something like that for TradingView. So if any of you guys are wanting to get into trading, you can use my link in my description. All my links will be in the description of my YouTube channel or the description to this video when I edit it and post it later. But yeah, if you're wanting to get into trading, you can use my link, get $15 off your first month of TradingView. So that is pretty cool. And it supports me too, which is awesome. So if you wanted to help me out, support me a little bit, use my link. Help you guys out too, get you guys $15 off your first month of TradingView. Go ahead and use that. Also got a free Telegram I'm trying to grow. Just because I think it would be pretty awesome to, you know, just have a community everyone chats in. And because I have a Telegram chat room, and then I just have a Telegram where I post stuff in, and also that link will be in the description. Then you can follow me on my other socials too. Go follow Trades by Cy, follow Cramson Capital, watch their videos too, because they probably do a better explanation than I do. But yeah, so I'm just going to be waiting for this, and then tomorrow morning if price pulls back into here and I see a trade to take, let's put these at 9 a.m. because that's, I'll be up around 7:30, so I'll just have those there. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to talk about. I'm going to probably get off here, just go through all these futures pairs and just do the same exact thing I did with this. or with the 2 pairs I just showed you. See if I can find something to take either tonight, because I don't think there's anything. I wanted to take a trade on this live during this Asia session, but yeah, there's nothing right now. I guess at the very start there was this range that candles broke out, came back in right here, and had a massive push down. Same with this candle right here, closed beyond, you know, all these wicks here, and then the next candle pushed back above, could have entered off of something off of the let me turn this off so it's easier to see. There's this wick right here. Candles. See that the candle didn't close, but it wicked. You want to see a candle close beyond these wicks. It didn't close beyond. Well, it just barely closed beyond this one, but it didn't close. Well, oh yeah, no, that doesn't count. See, I'm almost teaching you guys badly. This candle right here already wicked below this one, so this one already got tapped into. So this one doesn't count. This one doesn't count. This one right here counts. This one doesn't count. So, but this candle only closed beyond this one, and price perfectly pulled back in, did a big move, and that's what I try to catch. So, yeah, whoever's in here watching, I'll be live tomorrow morning, and I'll be hopefully taking a trade with you guys then. And what else? Probably gonna get off here and read my Bible, do a little bit of probably just some research just on some other topics. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Just see where the day goes. But yeah, whoever watches this, thank you for watching. I know it's kind of a long video, so my bad about that. But yeah, if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more of me. Give me a like. Follow me on my other socials. Join my Telegram. Everything's free, so you don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully tomorrow morning if I see any, good opportunities in the market. Anyway, have a good night. Hope you guys have a good morning tomorrow. Hopefully you guys are able to take some trades, catch some fucking massive wins with me, or